We're here to eat literally everything on Main Street, USA in Magic Kingdom.
Yes, you heard her right. Everything.
Oh, I'm really hungry.
I'm gonna get sick.
You better not.
Let's
Buckle
go.
down. We're here in the Magic Kingdom today, and we're headed to one of the most iconic lands in all of Disney World, Main Street, USA. It's the first land you enter when you arrive at Magic Kingdom and the last land you leave through. There's a ton of really awesome food, from sweet treats to iconic eats, up and down Main Street, USA, and we're going to be trying all of them out today. Now, there are a couple caveats here. We will not be trying out any items that are seasonal or items that you can get anywhere, so Mickey bars, for instance. We will be trying the staples on the menu at all quick service locations. Any table service we'll be skipping, but if you do want a full review of any of the table service locations on Main Street, like Plaza Restaurant or Tony's Town Square Restaurant, you can let us know in the comments. We have a lot of food ahead of us today.
Yes, we do.
But you're gonna want to see this if you're gonna want to eat anything on Main Street. We're about to tell you how it is.
And I think this is some of the most underrated food in Magic Kingdom.
Wow, a hot take. Let's check it out.
Hot take. Let's get it.
So we're headed into Main Street Bakery. This is Magic Kingdom's Starbucks location. It used to be what it sounds like, Main Street Bakery. They had like baked goods in there. That was turned into a Starbucks, which is incredibly controversial. But there are still a few specialty Disney treats in here that we're gonna grab. All right, I'm using a Breedlove pro tip. We are actually not eating on Main Street, despite the fact we're eating all Main Street food, because Main Street does not have a lot of tables. All the tables really on Main Street are those yellow umbrellas and those red umbrellas, and it's a peak lunchtime right now, so those are all really, really filled up. It's also really loud on Main Street because of the castle show. So if you're looking for a little bit of shade, if all the tables are filled up on Main Street, just head past the yellow umbrellas and up this ramp right here. That will lead you to Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant, which is a currently closed restaurant, and on most days the upper level of the terrace is open for your use. So bring your food up here, get some shade. There's tons of tables available even at peak lunchtime. So we don't have a lot for our first stop. It's Main Street Bakery, so most of the stuff there are Starbucks pastries you can literally get down the street. So they don't apply to our experiment and challenge here today. So we got all of the things that are unique to Main Street Bakery. We got the colossal cinnamon roll. Now this is actually an overlay of the cinnamon roll. It's usually just a Mickey cinnamon roll with icing, but for Women's History Month they swapped it to a mini cinnamon roll with icing, and it stayed that way for a little while. We also have the grilled cheese and tomato soup, which I am very excited about. Will it be as good as the grilled cheese and tomato soup we ate in Disneyland? Probably not.
Those are impossible standards.
There's impossible standards.
Well, it's not.
And we do have these two coffees, which are not exclusive to Disney World, of course, but the cups are. You can't get those cups elsewhere, and also we need caffeine. Cheers.
We basically got the opposite. My tried and true.
This is so good. What'd you get?
Cream cold foam cold brew.
That's too many words. Anyway. And I got the chocolate cream cold brew, which is the same thing. They both come with flavored cold foams on top, and then it's the cold brew, and the cold foam seeps down into the cold brew. It's very, very tasty. Like, I highly recommend it for a Starbucks drinker. And again, you can get these at your house, not at your house.
Go get it right now.
Yeah.
Get in the car.
Get in the car. Go to Starbucks. Come and have coffees with us. Cheers.
Pause the video. Cheers.
Did you cheers me?
Was it good?
How's your coffee?
We got too excited. Take your sip first. Okay, what? Good?
Is it good?
Right.
What'd you get?
Oh, you know, I've heard it's good.
I've had that one and I liked it a lot.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start off with the grilled cheese, and I did dip it in the tomato soup, so I'm also gonna be doing the tomato soup at the same time. I'm quite pleased. It's not overly special, but the cheese is good. My bread is a little bit, the sides are tough because we've had it for a minute, but the middle I think is nice and just chewy and gooey and dipped in the tomatoes. I'm pretty pleased with this. If it was colder, I would get this a lot.
All right, I'm tearing off an ear, because if you don't start with an ear when you're eating a Mickey or Minnie shaped treat, you maybe should see a doctor. Ears are not the best part of the cinnamon roll, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Oh, well. Yeah.
This is a pretty good cinnamon roll. It's huge, so it's incredibly shareable. Like, this is plenty of food for Emma and I to eat together. Like, there's no point, except for maybe that perfect middle piece where we're gonna fight about who gets to eat what in the cinnamon roll. There's just so much. But it's a tasty cinnamon roll. It honestly, to me, reminds me of when you have day-old, like, oven cinnamon rolls that you make at home. That's what it reminds me of. It's a little stiff on the edges. The inside is soft and sweet and delicious. If you want a cinnamon roll in Magic Kingdom, you should be going to Gaston's Tavern. You should be going to get the colossal cinnamon roll from Gaston's Tavern that's warm and gooey and covered in icing, and you should be asking for extra icing. This is good, and it's Mickey shaped, which if you really want Mickey shaped, that's the only reason you should get this. Otherwise, head to Fantasyland, get a cinnamon roll in Gaston's Tavern.
And save yourself time in line.
Our next stop, a real winner, Casey's Corner.
Woo, Casey's Corner! Casey's!
So to get everything on the menu, I've got to get a frozen mint julep lemonade, a chili cheese all beef footlong hot dog, corn dog nuggets. We got chili cheese fries on the. Oh wait, I didn't get the chili cheese. I got the Chicago style hot dog. Because basically, we don't have to get everything on the menu to eat everything there. Because if we get the chili on the fries, we don't need it on the hot dog, right?
Exactly.
We don't need to get a foot long. We can get a regular size so that we're not destroying ourselves.
Exactly.
So we've got that frozen mint julep. We've got a Chicago style hot dog, the plant-based dog, corn dog nuggets, the baseball brownie, which just came back, and of course cuties. Gotta get the cuties. Mostly just so we don't have 1,000 fries. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't get cheese sauce. Alright, I am placing my order via mobile order. It's $50 of food at Casey's Corner. Casey's Corner is one of the most popular quick service restaurants in Magic Kingdom and maybe in all of Disney World. It's a hot dog based place, but you might know them also for frozen mint juleps, corn dog nuggets, and a recent returning item that is pretty exciting actually. So we absolutely love this spot, and I'm gonna head in and grab our food. Alright, our Casey's haul. This one's a little bigger than the last.
A little.
This is the plant-based slaw dog, which I love, and I'm so excited for Emma to try because it's actually delicious. This is a Chicago-style dog. Now, this one and the chili cheese dog, which we didn't get because we have the chili and cheese on the fries, you can get both of those in a foot-long, and you can, of course, get an untopped foot-long hot dog as well, but we don't have to eat a foot-long hot dog if we get a regular hot dog. We got plastic cheese sauce for $1 because if you don't do that, what are you doing? Our fries on the side, our chili cheese fries on the side, corn dog nuggets, of course, the famous, and the baseball brownie. And this is the frozen mint julep, which is very tasty and very melted at this point. But that's our Casey's haul. Hey, Emma. That's a really cool coaster.
Well, my phone was overheating, so I needed to cool it down.
Emma's notorious for stressing everyone out with how she handles her phone.
It was hot. I needed to cool it.
Okay.
First thing I'm starting with is going to be the baseball brownie. I know that's strange, but if I really like it, I'm going to save it so that way I can eat it. And if I don't like it, well, then I got it out of the way. Because it's the first time I've had this. I like it. I will say, as far as like pre-made brownies that you can get in Disney World, I like it. It's a little bit fudgy, which I enjoy. I think the icing on top is pretty good too. We've had it for a minute, so it's kind of melty, which for me enhances the experience of it.
I'm trying the Chicago dog. Look at that hot dog. Looks pretty good. Oh.
It's on my feet. It's on my feet. Ew.
I really enjoyed the Chicago dog. I don't typically get the hot dogs at Casey's because I'm usually a corn dog nugget girl till I die. But the Chicago dog is awesome. It's got the perfect mix of relish, onions, mustard, and tomatoes on there. I really love the way the flavors all mix together. If you're from Chicago, maybe skip this one. But if you're just looking for a good loaded theme park hot dog, got you covered.
I'm doing chili cheese fries. Also my first time having this. It's actually pretty good. It's just normal chili, heavy on the beans, but I don't know, I think it's yummy.
One thing I'll say about the chili is that they switched up the chili to be Waltz chili for the 50th. They have not changed it back. This is still the same chili, which is awesome because I think Waltz chili had a lot more beans in it than the prior chili, and I love a beanie chili.
Our big takeaway?
Beans. I'm gonna do the fries without chili with the cheese sauce instead of the shredded cheese that comes with the chili cheese fries. Always a winner. So these are the Disney World fries you can find a lot of places. They're super thin, and they're usually perfectly salted and perfectly cooked. They have a nice crisp to them. I highly recommend the plastic cheese. It's great for dipping the fries in, great for dipping the corn dogs in. It obviously tastes like fake cheese, but sometimes that's what you want, you know?
I get to drink the melted mint julep. I'm very excited. I personally loved the one that we had in Disneyland, so I have high expectations, but also Disney World food is just not the same quality, so there are low expectations. I actually really love it. I do think it's comparable to the Disneyland one. It's basically a frozen lemonade with mint in it. It's very refreshing. This one is on the sweeter side, and I like sweet things, but if you know that something like that might make you sick or make you feel not great, steer clear of this one. But if you're looking for a cold kind of frozen lemonade-esque drink, this is a great one.
Corn dog nugget time. If you've been around the channel, you've seen us eat these before because we eat them a lot because they're very good. They have kind of like a mealy cornbready style like batter texture to them. So it's not like your traditional like more bready corn dog. It's got that like that kind of like gritty to it not in a bad way. It's kind of neutral. The batter is just a touch of sweetness. It's around like tiny mini hot dogs that are delicious, and it goes great with the plastic cheese. So absolutely love corn dog nuggets. They're a lot of our go-to lunches, and with good reason. They are filling and delicious and not overly expensive, which is awesome. Emma has to try the plant-based dog.
I've heard big things about this one.
Emma and I are big, we actually tend to like plant-based options in Disney World, even though we do eat meat. And this plant-based dog is stellar. Make sure you get everything.
I'm trying to get... Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's happening?
It's actually very yummy.
It's so good.
The slaw was surprisingly really good. It obviously isn't mayonnaise based, that wouldn't be vegan, but it's nice and smooth. It's almost a little bit sweet, which was kind of surprising. I think the dog, like the non-meat hot dog, is also on the sweeter side, but then like the corn and the vegetables on top add back a savory element. I know that I enjoy plant-based options though, so if you're a plant-based eater, I highly would recommend this. But if you're not, maybe consider trying a KC's staple instead of this.
All right, we've taken a little break from eating. We're getting full, but not full enough to not have a separate stomach for dessert. So we're headed to Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. This is the main ice cream spot here in Magic Kingdom. They serve Edie's ice cream. They have a lot of different flavors, and they have a peanut butter sauce that is not on the menu that is absolutely to die for. But most of the stuff is just Edie's ice cream that you can get anywhere. We're gonna try a couple of their specialty sundaes this time. All right, we've got our ice cream. So Emma got the chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich with chocolate ice cream.
You can choose any ice cream that goes in it.
Yep, same for my sundae, which is the brownie sundae. Now this comes with whipped cream, a cherry, Mickey ears, and hot fudge. But I added peanut butter sauce because it's my favorite thing here because it's basically just melty, delicious peanut butter. And I got it with vanilla ice cream, and this is a huge sundae, so you're gonna have to help me. I didn't get spoons, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna attempt to take a bite of this, and it's not gonna go well, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. I will say the ice cream here is just Edie's ice cream. I love Edie's. I have been on a crazy kick for it lately, especially this chocolate. I have had this multiple times this week in Magic Kingdom. It's just good, rich chocolate ice cream. It's not overly special, but you're eating it on Main Street, so that's special. And the cookies are actually really soft. One thing I don't love about ice cream sandwiches is traditionally when you eat the cold ice cream and a cold cookie, the cookie gets too hard. But these cookies are actually still really soft. So if this is something you enjoy, like an ice cream sandwich with cookies, I really like this one. The cookies taste fresh, which I enjoy too. But it's a little bit hard to eat, so I will be eating it with a spoon now that Quincy finally brought us one. Deconstruct it.
All right, I've got a bite of my brownie sundae. I got a little bit of everything on there. I already ate the cherry. Sorry. You know when people call desserts sinful?
That's sinful.
I've never wanted to use that word to describe dessert before, but that's how this is. Obviously, Edie's ice cream is super creamy and delicious, just classic vanilla ice cream that has kind of that hand-churned vibe. The whipped cream doesn't taste like Ready Whip. It tastes like nice, high-quality cream. I'm a sucker for hot fudge, and the peanut butter sauce here, it's pretty much just really hot, melty peanut butter on your ice cream. So if you're a peanut butter fan, you have to get the peanut butter sauce. And actually the brownie, so the brownie came hot. It's definitely cooled down, but it's making for like melty brownie ice cream soup at the bottom. It's like falling apart.
I don't know if this is the same as the other
It's
brownie.
so good. It's like a dense, moist chocolate brownie covered in vanilla ice cream. My favorite type of dessert is one that combines cold and hot, and this does it.
That's unhinged.
It's 2 big scoops, so you can definitely share this. Do not let your kid get this alone. You'll be throwing most of it away.
But, side note, we're both obsessed with Plaza ice cream right now.
Yeah.
We never got the hype.
No.
Suddenly, after our best day ever here in Magic Kingdom to stage with us, I've been here so many times.
I've been getting
since
that
then.
peanut butter sauce. It's like
It's so
it's the
good.
most, and the vibe
It's
of
just
eating
better
ice cream. Like I'm
on Main
always
Street.
grow dole because I'm lactose intolerant and I should be. But eating ice cream, looking at Cinderella Castle on Main Street,
It's just different.
It's different.
This might not feel like anything special when we talk about it. It feels
it
special,
feels special
when you're here.
I recommend doing it. It's a magic moment for sure. Now, some of the other specialty items at Plaza, we've kind of captured the two big ones and all of the like specialty toppings with this. But there's also the All-American Sundae, which has the peanut butter sauce in it. It just doesn't have like the brownie. So by adding the peanut butter sauce here, I covered that one. They also have ice cream floats, which we put in the category of you can get everywhere because you can get those a lot of places. But obviously Plaza is a very good place to get them. And then you can also just get scoops. And the cool thing about Plaza is that your scoops do come with little Mickey ears.
They're so cute.
It's adorable. And all of the ice cream flavors are awesome. I'm usually a mint chocolate chip girl.
I have been on a chocolate cake for the first time in my entire life.
I'm on a vanilla cake because of the peanut butter sauce right now. Like I don't want to put peanut butter sauce in mint chocolate chip.
Oh,
That'd be weird.
That'd be not good, probably. All right, so for our last stop, it is going to be a doozy. There are a lot of items we're grabbing here at the Main Street Confectionery, but this one is one of the most iconic stops on Main Street and probably the most important for you. So you're gonna wanna stick around and watch this section.
Main Street Confectionery is the amazing candy and sweet store that you'll find on Main Street, USA. It has a very awesome theme that is actually relatively new. If you haven't been to Disney in a few years, you'll notice confectionery is a lot bigger and the theme is a lot more elaborate. Basically, there is the Sweetest Spoon showcase going on, and several of different confectioners are competing here at the confectionery, and you can actually see notes of that story in the framing above the registers and the windows. But it's just got a really whimsical theme now. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And there are a couple of newer aspects of it as well, including this candied popcorn counter where you can create your own popcorn mixes, which we will do. You can of course still see them making treats in the confection kitchen, and there's a glacier kitchen where you can get Goofy's glaciers, which we will also do because we are eating everything.
I'm so excited.
It's not going to be a frozen Coke. It'll be a frozen something else. Oh. This is the Confectionery Bakery case. This is our main stop here today, and there's a lot of stuff for us to get. So obviously some of these are seasonal treats like the Tron Rice Krispie treat. We don't need to get that. But we are going to cover every other category of things so that we eat technically everything that's in the case. We're going to make sure we get every type of candy topping and every type of treat base, like cookie pie, cookies, Rice Krispie treats, marshmallow ones, pretzel ones, apples, the whole shebang. Emma is so excited, which is good because I am not a gal for...
I'm a sweet gal.
I'm not a sweet gal. I'm a savory gal. So when the confectionery got its retheme, its refurbishment, they added here the Kernel Kitchen. This is a really cool offering where you can actually build your own popcorn mixes. You pick your popcorn, you select a syrup, a chocolate syrup, and then you combine candies into it and it makes your very own popcorn mix. And we are obviously gonna do that because we're eating everything. You're in charge. We've acquired our custom popcorn.
Custom.
It was very fun. Emma picked everything out because she's never had the popcorn mix before. One thing I just want to say before we go get our Rice Krispie treats, don't buy these because they're prepackaged. These are not nearly as good as the ones that are made fresh here. Like these ones, you can literally see them making these in the window over there, and they're always going to taste a lot better and a lot more magical than these prepackaged ones that come to the confectionery like this and then you just take home. Get these ones. Now, we won't be getting anything for Goofy's Glaciers because they are down. Their machines are down.
The machines are currently in the process of freezing, which could take several hours.
So, no Goofy's Glaciers for us, but that's okay. We were just going to get this one as kind of a fun addition, but Goofy's Glaciers are actually something that you can find all around Disney World, and you can find slushes almost everywhere, including frozen Cokes. So, technically... No, we're not getting frozen Coke. So, technically... we might get frozen Cokes. I could go for a frozen Coke.
Let's eat this sugar
and then see how we feel. So technically, they are something you can get everywhere. We were just going to get it as a fun bonus. Does not affect our challenge. They do make things really easy at the confectionery. You go up to these cast members here at the bakery cases and pick out what you want. They ring it up all into one receipt like we have here, and then you bring it to the counter where they pack it up for you and get it to go. All right, we have our create your own popcorn, and we have this bag of confectionery treats. We spent $57 with a 20% annual pass discount. See how heavy this is? It's heavy. It's like 10 pounds.
Oh no.
All right, let's go eat it all. The good news about the confectionery treats is it's really super easy to take the leftovers back to your hotel or home, unlike most of the other stuff we've eaten. All right, here is our massive confectionery haul.
It looks amazing.
We're trying to move quick because it is gonna get melty out and it's pretty hot today and the sun is still out. But we have the peanut butter cookie pie, complete with peanut M&Ms.
Up here is the vanilla cupcake. It is seasonal right now, but this cupcake in particular will be here all year.
This is the giant Snickers Mickey cookie.
That is the classic Mickey from...
Here we have a candy apple with Lifesavers.
This is the classic Mickey Rice Krispie treat.
A pretzel rod complete with M&Ms and chocolate.
A Mickey cake pop.
That's the pretzel fudge.
That is the mini marshmallow pop.
And then finally we do have our popcorn mix that Emma customized just for us, and that is the whole shebang.
I frankly don't know what I want to try first, but I'm most intrigued by the Mickey cake pop because I've heard a lot of really good things about it and have never had one, so I'm going Mickey cake pop. Well, it was the marshmallow. Or is it just the ears are marshmallow?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's buy the... No, it's a cake pop. Oh my gosh. I really like it. It's good and moist. I mean, it almost reminds me of like cake batter. Of course, we've had it for a while and it's melted like the outside, but the inside literally reminds me of chocolate brownie like cake batter. Really good, very decadent, and I would highly recommend not photographing it in the sun for a long time. Eat it when you get it.
I'm going for the pretzel rod. I am not a sweet tooth gal, so my favorite things at the confectionery are the sweet and savory. This is the sweetest and the savoriest of them. It's tasty. The pretzel is salty. It's the perfect amount of chocolate, which yes, in the sun has gotten melty, and honestly a plus on this one. I love the mini M&Ms for an extra textural element, a little more chocolate. This would be my go-to every time, except for the fact that I can literally make this at home for probably a lot less, and I can have like 100 of them. Then they
Not the magic.
There's no magic in them though.
Not the magic. All right, so next time I'm gonna try the peanut butter pie. This is another thing I have not had, but I have heard rants and raves about it, especially over at DFB. I know they love this, so. Oh my gosh. That is delicious. That is so creamy, but it doesn't melt in your mouth. It's not crumbly. It's good and creamy. It's heavy on the peanut butter flavor, obviously. It reminds me quite a bit of the peanut butter cookie over at Gideon's, which I actually really love. So if you don't like peanut butter, or if you've had that cookie in the past and you don't like it, steer clear of this one. But did you just watch? If you like peanut butter, try this.
The peanut butter pie also is my favorite sweet thing. If I really want sweet, I'll get the peanut butter pie. Here at the peanut butter cookie pie at the confectionery. It's also a favorite of our friends over at DFB. It's just a really, really solid treat, and it's a little more special than some of the others. So I recommend that one. I've got the mini marshmallow one. Just as a note, most treats that have a Mickey version have a mini version. So if you've got a little kiddo that loves Minnie, like Emma and I's child, Fry Bucket, who loves Minnie Mouse.
She's our daughter.
She's our daughter. Teen. She's our unruly teen, we decided. Emma's the mom and I'm the dad, if that was unclear.
100%.
She would prefer a Minnie Mouse marshmallow wand. Now, I don't prefer any marshmallow wands because I only like marshmallows if they've been set on fire. This is like one of my least favorite treats, but I absolutely am going to eat this because Emma already had to bite a marshmallow ear, and she's also agreed to eat the candy apple for me, which is my absolute nightmare. So, marshmallow wand, here it goes. Oh no. This is really not my speed. I think for most adults it's gonna be not your speed unless you're a huge marshmallow fan. If like Peeps are your favorite time of year, maybe. For me, it's just too sweet. It is gelatinous sugar covered in chocolate with more chocolate and sugary toppings. It's just too much. I think this one is definitely geared towards kiddos. If you've got a kiddo who you're looking to get some energy into them, you want that sugar rush, they're on vacation. This can be their treat, but it's not for me. Look at that. I've got a bite of the peanut butter fudge. Sorry, not peanut butter, it's pretzel fudge, which we need to take home and put in the fridge because it is truly a liquid at this point, as you can see. But I'm trying it out. That's really fun. It has actual bits of pretzel in it and M&Ms on top. Obviously super fudgy, super rich, super dense and chocolatey. For me, I actually really love fudge despite not being a sweets person. I love trying new kinds of fudge, and this one's really fun because of those pretzels in it. I feel like most fudge doesn't have stuff like that. I would most certainly split this because on most days it's going to be too hot in Orlando to save it at all, and a full square fudge is like a lot of chocolate. So I think the fudge is super splittable, and I think you should split it just so it doesn't get all melty, because there's just no world where it's going to be easy to take that back to your hotel, especially if you're going to be out for a lot of the rest of the day. Luckily, we got the box from the Cupcake that I'm going to toss it in and then take it home and hopefully be able to get it firm up in the fridge, but certainly very melty. Super fun with the pretzels though. Not the most exciting. You can get fudge at like a lot of hometown ice cream shops, so maybe go for something Mickey shaped if you are at the confectionery.
I'm gonna attempt to bite this. To my hair. Progress.
Emma is truly still trying to break into the candy apple, so I'm gonna try the caramel apple. They used to cut these for you if you wanted. They don't do that anymore. That's why I prefer to buy caramel apples at Universal now. They'll cut them for you. Supposedly they're bringing it back. It's a rumor. Keep an eye on AllEars to find out if you can cut caramel apples again. But I'm gonna bite this. Ah, I got no apple. You did it! Right, the Mickey caramel apple, this is delicious. Caramel apples are like a centuries old treat for a reason. There's just something about a Granny Smith apple with caramel and chocolate and icing. Honestly, I prefer mine with just straight caramel. The chocolate makes it a little too sweet for me, but I feel like the whole family will love this. The only thing is that since they don't cut it, it makes it impossible to eat. You're gonna get it all over your face. So it's just something that's a little more difficult to want to get, but still delicious, and I still think super fun with the little marshmallow ears. I will say the absolute best caramel apple in Disney World is at Caramel Kusha in Germany in Epcot. It is Werther's caramel, and it is so delicious. In my opinion, it's the best caramel apple in the world. I get it all the time when I'm over there. And this isn't quite as good. The caramel on it is still good, but not quite as good.
I'm not a fan of the candy apple. I think if it takes that much determination and will to enjoy like what's supposed to be a sweet treat, it's probably not the perfect one. But if you know that you like candy apples and that you go get a knife and cut it like a normal human being should and not just try to like pry it open with your teeth, I think it's fine. It's just sugar over top of an apple. That's all I think it tastes like, but then it looks pretty.
And this is actually
Sandwich?
Sandwich.
Oh,
do you do sandwich?
Yes, I do sandwich.
I think sandwich is the way. Now the problem is Disney makes it difficult because they put their icing down into the cupcakes a lot of times, which makes sandwiching hard. But still the proper way to eat a cupcake. So. Oh, good. This one doesn't have it.
Nice.
I'm a cake person, not an icing person, so most Disney cupcakes are too much icing. But this
Sandwiching, folks. This is the future.
cupcake sandwich time. Cheers. I really love the cupcake, the cake itself. It's super soft, like vanilla yellow cake. Honestly, super delicious. The icing for me is not the best quality icing. It tastes a little bit like, it's better than like a Walmart cupcakes icing, but it's worse than like a buttercream, which you can get on many Disney cupcakes. They actually just, when we're filming this, brought back the Master's cupcake up at Gaston's Tavern, which has gray stuff instead of icing, which is like an Oreo mousse kind of thing. So that would be my recommendation if you're looking for a really good cupcake in Magic Kingdom. But this is a killer cupcake. It's fun because it's seasonal. They'll probably have a seasonal one when you're here. So if you're craving a cupcake, head to Confectionery.
Time for my sweet, savory, customized option. I can't believe I've waited so long to try this one. So I ended up getting Twix, what else? M&M peanut butter M&Ms, and then milk chocolate. The caramel from the Twix is so surprising and delicious. I actually really love this. I'm traditionally a popcorn purist. I just want buttered popcorn. I want it plain, and that's how I like it. But this is really good. I enjoy a sweet and savory mix. If you want fancy popcorn, this is a really fun way to do it. Customizing it is really special and unique, I think, here in Magic Kingdom in particular. I don't think it's like knocking my socks off like some people might really love this. I don't know that I'd do it again. I'm just probably gonna get regular popcorn, but it's fun. And if you want a sweet and savory something that's a little bit unique, this is a great way to get it.
All right, I'm going for the Snickers cookie. The Snickers cookie. This thing is massive, definitely shareable, and one that's a lot easier to take home your leftovers or just take home in general. That chocolate is definitely gonna get melty, so definitely get it on your way out of the park at night if you want to take this home. But it's so delicious. There's huge chunks of Snickers in this. There's Snickers and peanuts on top. The chocolate adds like deliciousness to the cookie itself, and the cookie is a perfect soft cookie. It's even got a little hint of saltiness to it, and not in a way that you would like notice, but in a way that makes the cookie perfectly balanced. Why bakers add salt to their cookies when they're home bakers. This is a really awesome cookie. I think that it's also spiced up in the fact that Snickers, it's Mickey shaped, it's super cute and super big. So I think this one is a pretty fun treat to get from the confectionery.
Last treat of the day, a Mickey Rice Krispie. So I will start this by saying I love Mickey Rice Krispie treats. These are something that I get pretty consistently. However, I don't think it's overtly special. I think it's a normal Rice Krispie treat with a little bit of chocolate there on the bottom. I just like, honestly, I'll say it, it's because it's Mickey shaped, and I like that. There are some more unique ones that have like dark chocolate or milk chocolate and not just the white chocolate on the bottom. I prefer those with some of like the M&Ms, or sometimes they have peanut butter on the bottom. I prefer those, I think they're good, but if you're looking for a classic treat that's simple and you know you're gonna enjoy it, this is a good one.
The reason confectionery is so important to look over those snacks is because you never know what you're gonna wanna bring home, and confectionery is the greatest option for you when you're on your way out of the park, especially because confectionery often stays open after Magic Kingdom closes. So you can even get it after your last ride of the night, after you watch the fireworks, everything. You can come grab your to-go treats. And they'll pack them up all nice for you, so you don't have to do that yourself like most other treats. You would have to figure out a way to take them. So confectionery, an amazing spot. My stomach hurts.
I would say it's a must-do spot.
I would say it's a must-do spot.
If it's your first time in Disney World,
if you're doing a perfect
trip,
Disney World trip, you should probably
get at least one thing.
Get yourself a Mickey Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah.
That's honestly what you should get. My number one favorite thing on Main Street, USA. Why would you ask me that?
Well,
hey, honestly, brownie sundae.
Ooh.
Right?
That was a good
that
sundae.
thing was so delicious, and with the peanut butter sauce that I added, absolutely spectacular. I also want to give a shout out to the plant-based dog, because that is just such a good loaded hot dog. In general cases, it's delicious. You know I love corn dog nuggets, but that plant-based dog is something I wouldn't normally get, obviously.
Yeah.
And was stellar.
I loved Casey's is my number one. Like, no question, that's where I'm gonna go every time is Casey's. I love corn dog nuggets, but what we tried this week, I think my favorite was the baseball brownie.
The baseball
I know
brownie?
that's so random. It was really good. It was just different, and out of all the things that I've already eaten and not, I was just excited to eat that one, and I liked it the most. It stuck with me.
Least favorite, real quick. Mine's the
Candy apple.
Mine's marshmallow one.
Candy apple.
Those
for
things
sure.
are just for the palates of a 6-year-old. And if you have that palate as a grown-up, I am so jealous of you.
I
'Cause
sometimes
I miss
have that
those
palate,
days
and
when I could
can't
enjoy
even-
that stuff, and I can't anymore. And there's also just much more interesting, better treats at the confectionery, I think.
You know what I did forget that I loved?
What?
The grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh, I did like the grilled cheese.
It was really good.
Pretty
I think
basic, but
it
pretty
was
good.
basic, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch our perfect day in Magic Kingdom.
See you there.